A few years ago now, I showed a rather eccentric gentleman who lives up near me, and he has windmills and he sort of runs off-grid on solar power and wind power. A lad called Matthew Robson. Well, unfortunately, his wife has had a stroke and not very well at all. And Matthew was wondering if one of his friends he used to work with from the water board would like to get in touch with him. He's asked me to pass this message on. It's not the sort of thing I normally do, but he's a nice guy and he does really want to speak to this lad. Anyway, I hope you're listening, and I hope you actually get in touch with Matthew. I've got a milling job to do here. I've got some slots to mill in this. This is actually one of them. It's a riser block for a VMC milling machine, the same as mine. It's all been machined up. The last thing to do is to put the slots in there, which is those slots there, so you can get a spanner in to tighten them. So I've got to set this up, machine the 3 slots in there. I need to make sure that that is at the top. So a simple way to do it, a couple of pins in there. I can always use this to clamp it down. So simply put a parallel along there, and if I look at it at first, it looks pretty good. If we simply get a rule and measure 65. It's actually lying in that T slot. Once we get it clamped down, we can measure it again, but it shouldn't move if we're careful. Same setup on the other end. Now it's time to look for the 19mm spanner, which I've just had. I need to make a board with some hooks in to hook all the gear around that I use on the milling machine all the time. I've been going to do it for the last 10 years. Right, I need to pick the centre up, position the slot, and I can set the stops on the mill table. Probably use a 10mm cutter and just basically cut it out. The only size I haven't got on the drawing is the distance from there to there. I'll just make it the same as mine, which appears to be about 20mm. That's a 10mm cutter set up with that edge. I'm going to make the slots distance from the bottom of the slot's 20mm. That's exactly the same as mine, so I can wind 20mm in. Right, and I can set one stop up at that. Stops on the bed of the machine. And somebody goes along there, touches onto that, which means I can't go any further down than that. So that's one stop set. We've got a 10mm cutter. He wants the slots 25mm high, so if I go 15mm, and I can lock the other bed stop off, stop bed stop. I mean, the sizes aren't super critical, but it means I can now go in between those two, and that's going to set me depth. The next one is the width of the slot. He's got this set at 70. Once again, 10mm cutter. So if we go 10mm cutter, we go 30 each side. That's going to give us the 70mm slot. There's also stops on the y-axis as well. Right, we'll set that one up. Right, I'm going to go 30 mil the other way. Right, so that's the 4-stop set. So I can't go outside of order. Put it on 0 again. It's in the centre. Then we can start it up and we can start milling the slot. It needs to be 25 mil deep so I can set my Z axis. It's 0. I'm obviously going to put some water on because there's quite a lot to come out of this. And it's just a cheap cherry Chinese cutter, so we'll see what happens. Put a 2 mil cut on. You should take that, no problem at all. Quite tall off the bed, it is flexing a little bit, it's not a... Right. Having the stops on, I can't go wrong, you just turn the handles till the bed stops moving and that's it. It's going to take a lot longer than I thought putting these in here. Broken the bullet hole now, so that means the chips will clear a lot better, they'll wash away down through the hole. Important to keep the water on. Well, that's the first one done. Check his depth. 31, you wanted 30, so that'll be good. Nothing to get the nut on and get a spanner in, that's all you need. Quite a lump of metal removed out of there for a small milling machine. There's a real nasty edge on there that wants do-ragging. Oh, turn it round and get the other ones done. Yeah, Bruce is going to get his nut on, get his spanner in, no problem at all. Slot's actually bigger than it needs to be, but that's the size he gave us, so that's the size it is. I've got a job to do here. These are bronze rings, they've been cut in half, and I've got to soft solder these back together, so it can be put into a machine, machined, and then the solder softened off and the parts taken apart again. I did a similar job once on a main axle bearing on a Fowler traction engine. My friend Scott did the machining, so I'm going to tin these with some solder and then stick them both together. They're held in a chuck from the outside, so the chuck's got quite a good hold of them. The solder just kind of locate them. Just a general warmth into them first. Quite big bits of material, these will absorb quite a lot of heat. Somebody already had a good silver solder them before me, and the silver solder just wasn't the way to go. some baker salt and flux just to make sure things are nice and clean. And once we get enough heat into the job, the salt will just melt itself. Starting to go there quite nicely. Apples are quite hot enough yet. Nicely tinned. Once all 4 corners have been done, or 4 ends, we'll just stand on top of the other and gravity will push them together. Right, we'll go up the temperature. Right, so that's both parts nicely tinned. We've got numbers on. It's warm, extremely warm. You bastard, that's hot, that. Dear God. Right there, nicely lined up. There's quite a bit of machine to do on them from what I gather. Look, you've got a lot left when they're finished. So we warm this up, bastard. We warm this up and you'll see the sole that's sort of doing me about. You scabby twat. Come on, John. Oh, Johnny, man. Light the bastard thing, will you? Oh, John, man. Right. See the swirl that's starting to come out now as it melts. Right, very happy with that now. There's two here that I did earlier. Very happy with them. Quite decent chunks of bronze. I will need to pay for the bastards. Once again, it's just time to say thanks for watching, thanks for subscribing. If you haven't subscribed, please click the button now. It is important, and I'm getting very, very near to 100,000 subscribers. Anyway, thanks for watching.